Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to episode 5 review. This is totally not the second time because my mic didn't record the first time. Um, so, I'm sorry about no episode review last week, and for the episode 1 through 3 kind of stream review. Um, we've had life happen in the month of January, so we've been watching and we've been reacting over on our Discord, link in the description below. But now we are back for all of our video reviews from here on out. Also, this is Allie, if you don't know. So, WandaVision. Allie's the person who isn't really into Marvel. I'm just introducing her to the shows and movies. I'm watching all the way through all the Marvel movies in order with her as we speak. So, I'm getting her into it. WandaVision was her first real take on Marvel.
Yeah.
And the first 2 episodes, well, that was a mixed bag, but she's enjoying it now.
Am I?
Yes, you're enjoying it. Just don't play that bullshit. Episode 5, hands down the best fucking episode of this show so far. Vision is my favorite part. Vision across the board. And here's the thing. Before this show, Vision, I was kind of meh about. I didn't really care about Vision. When he came in Age of Ultron, I was like, okay. And then he was annoying sometimes in the other movies he would be a part of. Civil War, he kind of shot War Machine down and paralyzed him. So, like, I wasn't the biggest Vision fan. But this episode and this show across the board is really diving into Vision as a character, and it's really interesting. You look like you have something to say.
Don't.
Okay,
I'm letting you talk.
Well, what do you think about Vision?
I think he's the best part of the show.
Why?
Why?
Like that was just a teacher move. Sorry. But
Such a teacher move. Don't fucking teacher me.
So, but like him slowly figuring out, and then when he touched the dude and brought his actual like personality out and took away the Wanda personality, and the dude is scared shitless. Are these people literally just conscious and watching themselves as Wanda is in control of them, making them do all this shit?
Yeah, whoever, I don't know names.
The coworker. The coworker.
No, not that guy. I'm talking about the one that was shot out.
Rambo.
Yeah. She said something that was along the lines of like she had her own thoughts before, she just couldn't say anything, so like Wanda is controlling them, but they still have their own inner dialogue.
Yeah.
They just can't physically express that.
Yeah. And the fact that Wanda literally changed her like bulletproof vest and all into her clothes.
Well, yeah, to match the time frame.
The time frame.
Well, yeah.
So then the 80s drone, because the sitcom was taking place in the 80s, was able to get through the bubble and all perfectly fine because it matched the time period.
Exactly.
Which is really fucking interesting.
Like, and then bitch just came right out of the...
well, because they had a missile on the drone and didn't tell Monica.
Well, yeah, no, I know what happened. Yeah. It's just like... I don't know if I was really expecting that.
I didn't expect that twist. I mean, it's a common twist. Don't tell the person that there's a weapon on it. But like, I still didn't expect it.
No, I didn't expect her to come out of the world that she has.
To walk out of Westview.
Yeah, like that surprised me because she seems like she's so in denial, but this episode was really her starting to come to terms with things, but still in heavy denial. Where the fact that she's not going to accept what actually happened, even with her explaining to her twins about death.
Yeah.
And how it's
permanent.
Forever.
And that she wasn't going to bring people back. And she literally recast her brother.
I was going to say, and then and also Vision.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like, well, what are you trying to preach here?
Like, I like that it hit on the death with the 80s sitcom, because that's really when the sitcoms really started diving into more real world things.
Yes.
So, like,
and that I like how it showcases that too, because it just kind of shows a timeline of how media has evolved,
and
like show wise.
Yeah, and I really find it interesting, and it's entertaining as hell, the fact that the neighbor literally knew it was a show, because she's like, "You want to take it from the top?"
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, but
which is fascinating.
The neighbor more so than everybody else.
No, the black guy. Was it the black guy? I don't know. It's some guy
chainsawing the wall.
Yeah. Like, she's like, no, don't tell him anything. Last episode, so like, they're aware. It's just when they're interacting
with Wanda
or Vision or the kids, that's when Wanda controls them.
Yeah, and the kids just aged to 10, and like the neighbor's just saying like, "Oh, okay,
this is normal."
At least the dog won't do it. Like, and Vision's like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah, I really like how Vision is coming to terms with everything. I think when he actually finds out the truth of things, that's going to be really interesting to see.
Vision snapped on Wanda. Like, he went on and was like, "Enough," and just took off in the air.
Same.
Like, that, and Wanda's like, "You've never spoke to me like this before."
Well, yeah, because he's seeing that she's hurting other people, and he doesn't know why. I mean, he just knows that she's hiding something.
He literally doesn't remember his life before moving to Westview.
And how is he going to if he's dead?
Yeah.
So, I like the build up. I really like the first few episodes. Really tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I told you to stick with it.
Yeah, because honestly, I didn't know if I was going to stick with it. Allie made me stick with it after the first 2 episodes, because I was really disappointed.
You were like, you know what? We're not going to watch this anymore. I'm like, no. Let's give it a third chance. Like, I think it's going to start building up.
Episode 3 got better, but then episode 4, just because it was taking place outside, it explained a lot and added a lot more interesting elements to the show.
And now this one was the perfect balance between going back and forth.
Yes.
Which is what I've wanted from the start.
Exactly.
But they needed to get to that point because they needed to build so much up. Why it took them
5 episodes?
The 5th episode out of, like, what, 9 episodes?
9.
That's kind of a problem I have with the show so far, is they're not very good with
pacing.
Pacing, yeah. I was gonna say time management.
It's pacing. So, like, and I get what you're saying. Like, the first 2 episodes, yeah, they released those both at once, which they needed to. But then you had to wait a whole week to get a better episode that was more interesting.
It would have definitely been better if they released all the episodes at once.
Yes.
And or at least the first, like, 3 episodes.
Yeah.
At once. Because if we were just to go off of the first 2 episodes, you would have been like, yeah, well, you wanted to. You told me no, like you didn't want to watch it anymore, and I was like, no, let's
stick through.
let's stick through.
Like there's moments that are coming through, and there were moments that were
and there
really
were
interesting.
Moments. It's just really, really subtle.
Yeah.
And
now is
so
not
this
subtle.
episode, no, this is. I mean, I'm not huge into Marvel. Like, you're trying to explain shit to me, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. But did we mention
Evan Peters?
Evan Peters?
Briefly, Evan Peters has been recast. Well, his brother's being recast into Evan Peters, but he played Quicksilver in the X-Men universe.
So I'm confused. Is like Marvel and X-Men like similar?
Marvel is part of X-Men, but the problem is X-Men was owned by Fox until a few years ago when Disney bought Fox. So Fox had full control of the characters and Marvel couldn't use them.
Oh, okay.
So now Disney owns both.
But Marvel was like, let me kill off this character and then be like, let's recast him. Well, that I don't get.
So they killed off the original Quicksilver because they were played by different people.
So what does that even mean, though?
So there's two ways they could take this. They could take it as
there's alternate universe, like I don't.
They could take it as the multiverse, where there's multiple universes, and Wanda pulled him from the X-Men universe. Or they could say, well, Wanda just brought him back to life, but he just looks different, which would the recast. And it's just a fan service that it's the same actor that played the character before, which played the character way better than the person who played it for Marvel.
I don't know. I feel like I would like the multiverse theory better.
Yes, that's what we're... Well, there's literally a movie that's coming out called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which Wanda's going to be in.
Yeah, I like that theory a lot better because then it
allows the Spider-Men to be together.
Yes. Where, like, her recasting, I don't know, that one seems a little bit
I think it was just a pun. I feel like we'll get more info later. Because all we know, Wanda could have just literally opened a fucking portal and brought him from the multiverse.
So she had that access to open the portal to the multiverse.
She's probably what's going to cause the issues for Doctor Strange, which is probably why she's going to be in Doctor Strange.
Okay, well, this is way over my fucking head.
You'll understand it more the more we go through the MCU together. The more movies we watch, the better it'll make sense. Because right now you just don't know enough characters.
I'm a fan of Squirrel Girl. That's all I care about.
So, what would you rate the episode, though?
I rate this episode an 8.
Okay.
It was good.
There's room for improvement.
Yes. I think because I'm not a Marvel fan, I give it a lower score.
Yes.
Because if you're me and you're trying to get into Marvel and you start with these shows, you're going to be hella confused.
Well, yes.
And it's going to be like, oh, why is everybody...
This is why I'm bringing you into the movies now in order. So then everything will make sense later on when the other stuff come out.
Yeah. It's just... That's why I deduct point.
It's okay.
If I was really into the Marvel series, I would rate it much higher.
But you're also coming at it from a general person watching a TV show.
Yeah, like I'm interested. I'm intrigued by it. Yeah. It's by no means boring.
No. I would give it a 9. but I'm a huge Marvel person, as you can tell from behind me, with all the Black Widow. Um, so Marvel's huge. I love the Evan Peters thing. That is huge fan service. Marvel is really pulling with the fan service. DC's got a lot to catch up with if they're trying to bring back Michael Keaton as the original Batman and all in their Flash movie, because Marvel's going to beat them to the punch of bringing fan favorite characters from other movies. It's just going to happen. So let us know in the comments below what you thought. If you want to join in on the conversation, make sure you join our Discord, hit the subscribe button, and maybe come follow us on Twitch. We stream every Tuesday through Sunday. Link to all those are in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And like always, we'll see you in the next one. Later.